Yeah. 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 Is you feeling it? Yeah. So, just when you thought it was safe, we put a better CD in your face that you be loved by every race. Yo, welcome back to another time travel investigation jump off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a tendency to burn bridges when, you know, you argue. And it's like, you want to, like, there's people you want to argue with, and there's people you don't want to argue with. It's like, oh, shit. You know, get cut off is whatever. Just keep on rocking. True story. Anywho, welcome to the last. No, it's not the last one. I'm sure I got some other shit. It's depending on how far I go with this one. So 1 minute in, I promised to talk about paradoxes. This is where things get super duper interesting, because the idea of a paradox means that with whatever wave of movement that you go through time, chances are you're now not you, but you're somebody else. So if you go back through time a certain amount of time, just like there's a certain amount of rules. There's like the parallel universe rule, where it's like if you go through a certain amount of your own life, you can't be around yourself, or you have to just keep, you know, like it's one of those things where it's, if you tell yourself about yourself in the future, you fuck up yourself in the future, and all of a sudden yourself in the past knows about yourself in the future, and they have no idea how to get to the future. You follow? Don't follow. Alright, let me say that again. Alright, so your future self comes to the past to tell your past self about the future. They are now two separate entities. If they could be the same person, you telling yourself about the future is now null and void. Whatever this guy is saying, it might happen depending on how many, because that's another thing. I just figured that out. It's good news. It's actually very good news. I got good news. If you are able to do that, you have to realize that if a certain amount of people come back and tell you the same shit over and over again, chances are you're probably either doing that or you could top it. You know what I mean? That's my issue. That's 2023 talking here. I don't care what the fuck is going on in 2028, 2029, 2023. 2024 is a good year, hopefully. But, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I don't. Never did. Never will. At the same time, I do care about the future. Meaning that I do care. Paradox. See? It's like we're, you know, the cat in the box thing. You know what I mean? I had a cat in the box. True story. Believe it or not. I swear to God, I had a cat in the box in this place. I had a cat in the box. Cat in the box. And it was like, I had to take the cat out of the box because the cat jumped out the box. You know what I mean? It's a grown cat. What you gonna do? Keep it in the box? You know, so it's like, you never threw any poison in there. I never threw any poison in there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's certain things that can happen. Lord knows that we're probably, like, they call it jumping the shark. I forgot about that one. It's called jumping the shark. Yes, I'm going to drop that one. Listen, jumping the shark means that it's not about the fawns. Maybe the universe has jumped the shark. You gotta think about that kind of shit, you know? Like, what if the universe has really jumped the shark? What if God has said, y'all can time travel now, for real? No. For real, for real. There's aliens, blah, 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 blah. You know, but, you know, I'm still going to be around some kind of way, hopefully. We don't know how that's going to pan out. But I do know for a fact that a lot of this stuff is either being orchestrated by God or an artificial intelligence. It's that simple. And if it's an artificial intelligence, it had to be something human that was created by life, by the universe, to make it happen. So you're still in that dream. You know what I mean? You die, as the Russians say. Here's the vodka to that one. Nah, I'm drinking some American shit. True story. But I love me some Stoli, though. Stoli. I need to get on my Russian vodka game. It's sad. It's like nobody knows, you know what I mean? Nobody knows. Probably best shit ever. So, you have time travel wars, which happen. Well, first of all, parallel and unparalleled universes got the notes for that ass. So, parallel universes. Let's just say that there's 100. We could probably not count the number of yous. We probably can't count the number. There's so many different numbers of you out there right now in the universe at the same time, either doing the same shit or different shit at different times, at different levels, at different consciousnesses. You get it? You probably not gonna get it, so just rewind that shit. I'm not gonna do any repeats anymore. Fuck it. I got time to burn, baby. 6 minutes. So what happens is, if let's say you are in tune with maybe I wouldn't say the remote view thing, but like he probably sue me for that shit. Yeah, just like the Pegasus. That was in comics. It was in comics. That shit was in comics. Anyway, spiritually, you go through a certain amount of things. Listen, if you're able to do it, you're able to do it. You doing it is probably happening in like millions and bazillion gazillions infinity. You know what I mean? Infinity to infinity. I'm that infinity guy. You know what I mean? Like I heard of the Count Shock. You know what I mean? Quarter brick records in the hit house. Quick shit out. The shit out. But you know, I'm just dropping some jewels about time, you know, like I used to play with watches. And it's like, you know, you turn it 5 minutes forward, you know, you gotta be on top of your game. You turn it 5 minutes backwards. You get early for stuff, but still you're probably a little too ahead of things. And sometimes the watch stops. Then you gotta get a new watch. And if you stop it at random times, so you just look at that time. I mean, I gotta look at the time like, damn, the watch stopped at that time. You know, I'm that guy. You know, like I love time travel. You don't even understand. So it's like to understand the realms of time and the realms of space and the realms of dimensions and the realms of, you know, heaven, basically. You gotta know your shit, you know what I mean? Like, we could always talk about quantum physics and AIs and shit. At the end of the day, we gotta know our shit by ourselves. This is natural. This is all fucking natural. And chances are it been natural, and they ain't telling us about that shit because it's probably fucking not supernatural, but subnatural. You know what I'm talking about? So hopefully that's not the case. And if it is the case, I suggest you get you some motherfucking Bud Ice because it's delicious. Anywho, well, that's not why I'm drinking this shit. I'm drinking it because of the thing. So, there's dimensional travel. So, certain amounts of different time travel capabilities. You should be able to go to different times, to different places. You got the fifth dimension, which I talked about earlier, and a couple of other blogs ago. But then you keep going. You keep freaking going. You keep going to certain speeds where it's like, it's not just astronomical. It's like warp speed is possibly not only real, but it's like these motherfuckers was like beaming out in and out just to tell motherfuckers about this shit, just to make a TV show and get some more cake. I don't know. I'm just a blogger, you know. I'm just a dude on YouTube. If you ever meet yourself in the future or the past, well, there's the grandfather and the self paradox. Sometimes you meet yourself, and it's hard to believe because chances are that's not yourself. That's like a couple of yourselves. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta accept certain shit like that because chances are yourself is gonna tell you what the fuck you need to know. Hopefully for that dimension that you're in. Did that make any sense? Because like if this ever gets revealed to the fucking public, I would be like, what the fuck? This would be so deep. Like there's like so many different like laws and shit that you have to make, you know, just in case somebody goes to the past and tells you about the future, you know, like you never know. You never know. Sometimes you just win the lottery, you feel me? Listen. So from what I understand, I was investigating the knock up a kid in the future, knock up a kid in the past thing. So, did I say that right? I did not say that right. Okay, so let's say you knock up a girl in the future or a boy, and you knock up a girl or a boy in the past. What happens is, so there's been lots of alterations with the shit. You know what I mean? Because the simple fact that overpopulation is actually an issue, you know, you see what's going on with, you know, Alabama. You know, they're about to shut down abortion completely. And it's like, it's Alabama, what you gonna do about them? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, you want to shut down abortion? I investigated. It's 8 weeks. If they shut that out, it's probably going to be on the news. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, overpopulation is definitely an issue. You ever heard of the term called two-timing? Have you ever heard of it? It's called two-timing. 2 times this girl, 2 times that girl, 2 times that girl. She don't care because she's 2-timing the guy, but they never called the guy the 2-timer. Some sexist shit over there. I got issues. And people ain't going to be able to handle them. But it's alright. It's only 2019. So let me make this clear. I've never time traveled. Do I have visions of time travel? Yeah, sure. I'll just blurt them out for you. Sure, why not? Anywho, I've been creeped out by this, like, you know, DC visit lately, but whatever. Point is, so there's a couple of missions. You know, like I always imagine myself in the whole Android mission. I shut down a mall. You know what I mean? I shut down a mall. It wasn't that many AIs in there, but the mall got shut down. You know what I mean? I was able to do that. So members of the team was like, "Yo, let's make a burger." Let's make a burger. I was like, no. We're not gonna make. Let's make a burger. Let's make something that's not. Then I thought about it. I'm like, yo, if we light this, if the gas actually works, we're good. So we lit up. Made one motherfucking burger. You know, these motherfuckers swarmed on us like a motherfucker. It's like, you know, try to do the ceilings and shit. You know, luckily we had knowledge of what to do with that gas, and we fucked them up really badly. You know what I mean? Still maintained that spot, kept it moving, but we was all talking about that goddamn burger. Like, it was like another instance, it was like it was a school. sent to do a school mission, you know, and like it was like right before things really jumped off. So it was like nobody had any guns, but the teachers were AIs. You know what I mean? Teachers were AIs, and all they did was teach and talk to the kids. They knew how to talk to the kids, but they would give them mad fucking, you know, robotic ass answers, and they just had to deal with it and go home to their, you know, parents and stuff. Like it's regular, like they really made teachers. They really made teachers out of AIs. I was able to, you know, counter attack some of those when things started, and it wasn't like it was. I was able to do it, but it was like, you know, so many kids crying and stuff. It was that one of those moments where it was like, you know, what do you do with, you know, the education system? That's when you figure out, you know, things might be ran by AIs. You know, what the fuck? But always trust the programmer and hope that the programmer don't fuck up some shit. You know, like it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Took him out. So we get from that to teleportation. So far, I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I have heard of it. I know about it. Like when I was clicking, I was looking at the 16 minutes. Clicking. It's gonna be short. I promise. It's gonna be short. I definitely got some music for that ass. It's gonna be short. So I'm sitting there like, if you go from this point to point B in a certain amount of time, what's gonna happen to you? You know what I mean? Are you really gonna still be the same person? Chances are that's not the case. At the same time, if you are fearless about such a thing and you understand such a thing, and whether you're godless or not, you survive such a thing, guess what? You have teleported. Everything ain't gonna be the same. Everything gonna be the same. You just either went to a parallel universe or you're a whole nother construct. You know what I mean? You're a whole nother construct. And that's what they get with the whole, you know, moving through time through it just being energy or being electricity. Can a time traveler attack you? New World Side Order. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let this shit rock. You know, I got this shit going. Yeah, it's number 6, baby. It's number 6. Number 6. We just wear gas masks and shit. The New World Side Order. Anywho. Yes. Absolutely. Now, there's instances where somebody could do something to you. You time travel 5 minutes back. Somebody could do something worse to you. You time travel like years or whatever, what have you. You know what I mean? A week later, and you do something else that they don't know about, but you go back in time to the same point, and everybody's all right, right? Until you see that. You know, it's like the time travel wars, man. It's weird. Yeah, it's like spy versus spy almost. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, no shout outs to give. I've been independent for a good minute. Surviving attacks. Just surviving. You know? Hopefully I'll survive to 2020. Let me really see what's up with 2023, baby. Hopefully y'all know what's up with that 2028. And listen, if I pop back up with a time travel investigation, you know that I've possibly either time traveled or pissed somebody off. Either one or the other. So it's like everybody's gonna be like, it's gonna be like mad deja vus and shit, a bunch of Mandela effects. Mandela, a million of those shits. But hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And I mean, I think everything's gonna be just good. I just want to get to 2020. Listen, if I get to 2020, I'm a time traveling alumni, but I haven't time traveled. But I'd be a fucking alumni, bro. Cause like, listen, as a person that knows about entertainment business and time travel, it's like when you put a certain year out there, it's like you put a certain year out there. So it's like that's that year. So if you don't do shit during that year, they're gonna fuck with you, or probably you change that year. It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't think this is the last song. We tried to do like about 3 others, but it was like, you know, it was some flaky shit. Everybody flakes. Everybody flakes eventually. Hey, I just want to talk to you for a little while. It's just good. I'll pop back up sooner or later. Listen, time travel investigation number 6. You know what the next shit is? Why release it to the public? Or should we? Or should we not? Or should we? Stop me if you can. That's 2021, baby. I'm gonna wait till the 2023 mark and I'm out.